for last. So we'll see if they can get much value from that. Obviously, Nico does still have good counter engage. Not saying that it's a bad pick, but some of these kind of like really strong supports that can from top lane over towards mid. So they're spending their tempo instead of building a CS advantage just to guarantee that.
Okay. Pathmaker there from Castle, make sure that he does not get jumped on any further by Contracts, as Darkwings was already forced to flash just a moment ago. Contracts continuing to chase after Castle through the jungle here. Not going to go
Objective credit for it, as XU should be able to grab this one.
All right, already a thumbs up for Seos, getting himself out of danger there, as now Contracts does jump in to grab that last grub. Darkwing with a little bit of damage over the wall, though, ready to follow up behind XU, as there's the Pop Blossom from Huhi, but he's very, very low on HP. Contracts tries to jump back in, and he gets first blood, but he dies right after. Now Rahel finds himself a pickup, as Disguise has already got 2 kills. XU wants a little bit more, but B-Boy barely gets away. Palafox won't get a whole lot back here, and Disguised
traded, I should say, there between Castle and Palafox in that replay.
Yep, Castle wanted to go for the pick, but couldn't find to start up this Herald. Now Disguised is near, and looks like XU and Darkwing's going to try to approach here from the Tribush, but instead Darkwing's getting caught out, has to flash back over the wall. Nice reversal here from XU, but now he's going to be the target. Who he wants to try to approach. B-Boy jumps into the back line. Pop Blossom onto B-Boy to keep Darkwings alive, but XU's in the middle of everybody, and he's cut down first. Next kill goes over as Darkwings falls, and it's Shopify Rebellion picking up 2 for nothing.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get 2 kills, and they should be able to grab
massive reward for the side of Shopify Rebellion, because they end up beating Disguise to the punch on the feat of Warfare. They end up securing the feat of Objectives at the same time. Now Castle going in after Contracts, might be finding some good damage here, goes all out, but he won't drag him back through the wall. Enough damage still there. Castle picks up the kill. Nice punish there from Disguised.
Yeah, going to be able to get that kill. Rahel, though, spent his flash and his ulti. It didn't quite catch him to help secure that kill. But Darkwings, in the meanwhile, is pushing down on this bot lane tower, so should be able to get this tower for himself. They are working on the Dragon right now also, but it's going to be TP coming in here from Palafox. They want to contest even without their jungler.
Okay, Disguised going after the objective as B-Boy has already jumped in after Darkwings, and with Palafox and Fudge here too, Darkwings is already out of the picture. Now Palafox rides into the Weaver's wall. Seos distracting Huhi off the side. XU is stuck in the middle of everybody, but it is still the Drake going the way of Disguised at least. It's going to cost them, though, as they've already lost Darkwings. They've already lost XU, so the fight goes to Shopify.
Yeah, Shopify winning another fight in now, which would be strong on their comp, because they do have a really beefy front line if they can continue to grab these dragons.
Yep, but they have to make sure they don't let that gold lead slip a whole lot further. Otherwise, how are you even going to manage to fight for them? You're down 2,000. Control over the top side river, control over the Otacon pit belongs to Shopify Rebellion, and Darkwings knows he's got to back up. The Victor, you already mentioned it, he's been caught twice now. He has to stay safer. He has to avoid the aggro from Shopify Rebellion, who have painted a target on his back. TP coming in now, as Fudge will be the first top laner to arrive. Darkwings also going to teleport in now for DSG, as they're ready to try to approach this Otacon that's already down to 4,000 HP. Seos wants to interrupt, as XU jumps into the middle of everybody, and the Pop Blossom only finds Seos. The Otacon is low, but Contracts is lower. Disguise going to find themselves the first kill. They're going to take the objective on top of it. Beautifully maneuvered there so far, as Seos has to try to get away, but he's walking straight into the waiting arms of Darkwings, who just got paid.
That was huge for DSG, able to win the fight, steal the Otacon, and Seos even flashing out, like, where was he going to go?
You talk about him going in. They have the coherent play. They know what they want to do as a team. We criticized last game those almost throw moments in the mid game of him trying to do too much, but that time he did exactly what he needed to do, as Seos and Fudge trying to disengage here, actually with the slam into the wall there on the enemy support, as the Weaver's wall looks to cut off the rest of the fight, but a massive engage with a Pop Blossom from Huhi to try to set it up. Rahel just goes right back over the wall, but instead he's going to be in some danger. He's still alive and firing with the Arc of Ruin. Rahel barely falls at the very end, but a double kill for Darkwings. Castle chasing after Fudge. Shopify Rebellion have crumbled to pieces. Huhi dies to the last burp from the dragon, and there's just dead bodies.
But still, great fight from them. And they're now on Soul. Like, he hasn't really been stepping a foot wrong. And now with the 3 items, I would be pretty scared about an untouched Rahel doing some real damage. But look at Fudge. He already popped the ulti. They're going to go.
Fudge wants to go into the back line. He's found his way onto Hell, but he's going to be peeled instead. Disguise ready to fire back now as B-Boy jumps over the wall here with the killer instinct, and XQ's not going to get him. Palafox takes out Darkwings. Disguise still trying to scramble and fight back, but Fudge is still alive. Castle goes all out, but Shopify is all in. Castle still getting away with a little bit of fancy footwork, but Contracts chases him down. The wind becomes lightning and the thunder goes boom.
He never really got to kind of establish themselves on those battle lines. You know, B-Boy goes in, everyone's coming back to try to peel him. He just flashes away from the Skarner ult, gets away from any sort of real damage, and now the Dragon will be taken. The potential soul will be his Seekers. And when you're a support, if you're not winning a lot of fights, you're not really getting gold at this point in the game. So it's going to be a very long time before he actually gets the Zonias. You can see Palafox instead. Oh, big pick.
XQ, nice impale there on the Contract, but where's the follow-up damage? Now Shopify can try to turn it back around. He's about to die. He's got to be careful. XQ trying to create a little bit of space, but Fudge is in the middle of everyone yet again. XQ finally falls, but Seos and Fudge are in danger here on the front line. The Pathmaker from Castle nearly takes Fudge out. Disguise scrapping back and forth here. It's Seos traded for XQ in a 1-for-1.
On the bot side, clearing his jungle camps. And it's just going to be gone before he even arrives.
Yeah, this Baron's already down below 5,000 HP. DSG thinking about it, but they thought too slow. Nice secure on the Baron there from Shopify.
It is really risky to show yourself on that bot side, and I'm not sure if they got eyes on him, if there was some sort of ward that get these waves pushed out, get vision and set up around that Dragon. So Shopify are going to have a big edge in this coming fight.
Yeah, the timing here is great. You get the gold infusion, you get the bonus power of the Baron, you get the extra map control that it naturally provides by making the minions so much stronger. This is a recipe for success for Shopify Rebellion, who are now 4,000 gold ahead of DSG. It's probably going to take a misplay on the side of Shopify and a good punish from DSG to really be able to win a fight right now.
Yeah, I mean, Darkwings is pushing top lanes. They have no wave clear.
Oh, he's already about to die. The Pop Blossom keeps him alive for an extra second, but he's still burning down. The tier 2 has already fallen. Disguised keeps their support alive, but just ever so barely. And Shopify is keeping the pressure on, making their way forward, trying to force their hand into the base of Disguised.
Yeah, I mean, with Darkwings on that top side, Shopify had an opportunity to try to really force there. They know there's not a lot of wave clear for those Baron up minions. It was really just Rahel that was kind of slowly working through them. He barely survives, though, which is massive. And Darkwings now completed the Void Staff off of the gold he got pushing through that top side. They clearly still want to fight for this Dragon. Remember, Hui, though, no flash, no ult. Hui's going to be kind of useless.
Okay, Disguised, ready to try to approach. They really want that soul. Fudge just drawing their attention over the wall here a little bit longer. Weaver's wall fires out. Now XQ's going to take damage here on the front line, but the Skarner's still pretty tanky. Nice two-man ulti comes out with the impale onto Contracts and Seos. Contracts about to die, Seos at the same time, but Rahel's been killed. B-Boy with a killer instinct finds his man. Fudge chasing far into the back line, might just finally get punished, and he will be shut down by Darkwings, but it's a 4v3, and Shopify are liking the odds. A double kill for B-Boy, and Contracts isn't slowing down. Beautiful seismic shove onto the Victor. Palafox guarantees Darkwings has no way out. Contracts going on a killing spree as the only one left alive is Hui. Yes, he's got Pop Blossom. Yes, he's got Flash. No, there's nobody else left to help him. And Shopify Rebellion are breaking into the base.
Yeah, and I think they're about to send us here to game 3. They have the Baron up minions. There's no one respawning for so long, and I don't think Hui can defend.
All right, Hui, scramble as you like. This one's going to be tough. Pop Blossom hits plenty of targets, but there is no damage there. Ace for Contracts. Shopify Rebellion 16-11. They stop DSG from ever getting that Ocean Soul. They take it all the way to the Nexus, and they're taking us to game 3.
Going the distance here, DSG.